Good morning, everybody. How are you? Oh my goodness. Oh, hang on, no. Turn that volume down. Oh, the wrong way. Wrong way. Are you all good? Are you all well this morning? Now, I've managed to just turn that off. Doing well, aren't I? Anyone see who's with me this morning? How are you all? Have you had a good evening? What have you been up to? Well, it's been a full 24 hours since I last saw you, since we were here with Ange yesterday. Wasn't it lovely to have her on the show? Really nice. So thank you ever so much for all of your support with Stanley the Stag yesterday. For those of you that missed it, here he is. Me. This is the wall hanging version. We still have a handful of him in the gold and the greens in the Liberty. Just beautiful, but only a handful. So if you want him, got to be quick. Has anyone got sound? Have we got sound? Anyone got sound? What do we think? I've got sound. Oh yeah, looks like we've got sound. Sorry, Josh wasn't sure if we had sound. Looks like we do. Have we got sound, Ems?
Josh says no.
Josh says no. Anybody else?
Not online.
You're not online. Another glorious day down in Eastbourne. Fabulous. No one else is saying that they can't hear me. Can you all hear? All right. Are we all there? I'm hoping so. Oh, Em's going to check on her phone. Just find out. Good morning. Anyway, so this morning we are. Oh, there you go. SJ's got sound. Yeah, it's just Josh. Just doesn't have sound. Turn it up. Did anybody? I grew up on Fawlty Towers. Does anybody remember the Mrs. Richards episode? Turn it on. Turn it. It's one of those. The sea. It's over there between the land and the sky. Oh, Fawlty Towers. You couldn't do it now, could you? Just couldn't. Anyway. Today. What are we doing today? So, we've had coming for quite some time now that we've known about a very exciting product from Karen from Seams. So I don't know if you remember, right where when we very first started, Natasha Makes, had a lovely interview with Karen from Seams. So Karen and I met at Sewing Quarter. She's a really, truly lovely lady, and we just hit it off straight away. And she's a woman after my own heart. She wants to bring products that are great quality, ethically sourced, that are of the highest quality that she can possibly bring, but then not rip anybody off on price. So the pricing, and she insists on the pricing that we have because she feels it is fair given the quality of the products that are in there and everything else. It is actually incredibly reasonable, and I'll be honest, she should be charging a lot more for it. Anyway, the whole thing behind the Seams hand cream, and that's what a lot of you are used to seeing. Let me just show you this here. So this is the Seams hand cream, is that it absorbs and doesn't leave you greasy. So what that means is that you can still hold a needle and you can still stitch. And this came about because Karen was doing a milliner's course, and everybody on their course, their hands were absolutely shot to pieces. And so she said to them, what do you use? She's like, there's nothing out there. There's nothing out there that when you get callousy hands, or you get little skin tags, or if you get dry hands from, overuse of sanitizers and stuff like that, there's nothing out there. And so Karen sort of had an aha moment and created Seams. It smells amazing, and so many of you come back and time again because you love the smell, and it's effective, and you can still hand stitch having used it. Now, for those of you that need a little bit extra, and that's me. I get really dry hands. I've got a yard full of horses out there. I'm out there a lot. I'm out there in all weathers. And also the woman who house sits for us, she's also works as a shepherdess half the time. And during lambing season, her hands were shot to bits. So I gave her a bottle of this because I was like, right, that's where my sample went. I gave it away. This is what we use. So this is your Seams. If I just show you the full range, this is your Seams oil, and this is gorgeous. Now, not everyone's going to need this, But when my feet feel rough or dry, or my hands feel, especially, you know, when you get dry in that bit there, it's just amazing. And it's also beautiful to use on your cuticles as well. So we've got that, and we've got, have a look on the website, www.natashamakes.com, because all of these are on the website in various different ways. But if I just show you, so over the weekend, a lot of you know that we took and I purposely haven't used this so you could see today. Here we go. We took ownership of a miniature Shetland, and turns out that sausage can get under all my fencing. So my weekend was spent refencing the fields. And with all the electric fencing and everything, it really takes its toll on my hands. Now this just absorbs like you wouldn't believe. There you go. It's just going in. So what Karen recommends, and then you can put just a little drop on your nails and just rub a little drop in. So what I would do there is just a tiny little drop. And then I wouldn't put any on the rest of the hand because that will travel. And again, you can use it on your feet, use it wherever you need it. It is really beautiful stuff. And so do that in the evening before you go to bed, and put the hand cream over the top. This is the hand cream that my daughter always goes and gets for me at bedtime, and she sits there and she always puts it on her feet. She obviously watched me through the summer so that my feet were flip-flop ready. There we go. Now, up until now, that's everything that we've had from Karen, it seems. But since COVID, she's been working really, really hard to bring a hand sanitizer. And SJ, who works with us, has already got her order in. She said, oh my goodness, if I can just find another one that doesn't rip my hands to bits and doesn't smell of tequila like the one her dad brings home for work. She's like, I am happy with that. So, and I have to tell you, I don't have the proper bottle yet, but I can show you its size because they leave the factory today. So you are getting first dibs on it. That will be the size of the hand sanitizer. And you know what? I had a little tester pot. It's all gone now. It smells amazing because it smells of this. So if you've got this one, then you know what it smells like. It's got like a soft amber cocoony scent. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It absorbs instantly. It's non-sticky. It kills 99.99% of bacteria. It's 70% alcohol, but it has that soft, beautiful scent. It's made in the UK and it's handbag size. Okay, it's also got a moisturiser in there and provitamin B5. So when you get yours, and they haven't left the factory yet, I had a sample, but it came in a little pot, so there's no point in you seeing that. That is what you'll be getting. So that is £5. You can buy them individually, or you can buy them in a set like that, or you can buy it. Look, Karen even does her own little nail file as well. So, I mean, these make gorgeous gifts. So maybe you've had someone that's helped you through lockdown or something, maybe a little thank you. Might just be that. Might just be that. Who knows? But that is what we have for you. And we are the first people to be releasing it today for you. Karen's been very generous in letting us have that. So because we knew that this was coming in advance, and because I got Karen to send me a bottle, the correct size bottle, in advance, a friend of mine who does nails for a living, and you'll know her from things that she's done, like the infinity scarf she did for us. What else did she do? The stowaway bag. So Gemma, she was like, right. And as I was telling her about these products, she said, Tash, I've only just made my mum a little hand sanitizer pouch. She said, because we went to the shops together, and she said it was horrible. She said the hand sanitizer at the shop stank. She said we both were gagging. It was disgusting. So she said I went home. She said I made her a little hand sanitizer pouch like that to match. It matches her mask and everything, so she's fully coordinated. And then you can put a little clasp on it and put it on your handbag so that it's on the outside of your handbag. It's readily available. And then you just slot. So we've made it to fit this particular bottle, okay? Now, if you have other sanitizer bottles, there we go, in it goes. Then, and again, then all the colours will work as well, which is really fab, because this lid will be yellow. This will be the seams yellow colour, that colour there, okay, when you get yours. There we go. So we've got beautiful fabrics that we've got for you today that are all going to look fabulous if you want to make these. So because Gemma had literally the day before made one for Ed's mum, I said, well, that's great, that saves me a job. Can you just write up the pattern for me and the template and everything else? Yes, yes, yes. Now, by the end of the day, we also hope to be able to bring you, if you've got different sanitizer size bottles, the any size sanitizer bottle making kit thing, because you'll be able to, she'll show you how to make your own pattern from your bottle. Okay, so without further ado, let me show you then the bundle that you will get if you want to treat yourself, and this is at a really incredible price. You'll get the hand sanitizer. I've thrown in a little lobster clip for free. You get the nail file, again handbag size. And then look at the fat quarter pack. You squeeze that in there. Ha ha! Is that not just gorgeous? It's smart, isn't it? Let me move those out of the way and show you this fabric. These came in to the warehouse ages ago, and they're sort of a goldy colour through there, but sort of marbled behind. SJ tells me we're very on trend having this. I'm like, right, okay, on trend. And then you've got the yellow, so that if you want to do it and match the lid of your sanitizer, we've got that. But it does also, I mean, look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And then, of course, it was rude not to pick up those greys with that. So you've got 2 batiks in there, 2 batiks, and then 2 of these amazing, really, really gorgeous fabrics. So there's a metre of fabric there, and your little clip. Ba-ba! And of course your cream, your anti-back, which, well, you'll be able to make that sort of pouch, won't you? How cool is that? And yeah, on a really great price. So do take a look at that. Should we make it? Oh, no. I want to show you the other fabric that we've got on the show. Right, let me show you this. So we have also got Maureen Cracknell's Moon's Dark. Whee! I love this. So I've brought a few half-metre heavens for you today, just so that you've got, if you want to do different colours. And again, here I thought this is going to work beautifully if you want to make your little hand sanitizer pot. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So you know the deal. These are art gallery. So these, all of these ones here that I'm showing you now, these are all art gallery fabrics. So art gallery fabrics use a premium cotton. So these will all be $9.99 here in your half-metre heavens. And oh, look at this. They're Otia whatever. So that's like the safest dye and everything. So it means that you can use it for your, I just love this. I've got the label on it there. So you've got unicorns on there. Just fab. It's just a really, really beautiful fabric. But it feels really, really soft. So my idea with these was to give you then a half-metre of plain or a batik with it, whichever one you decide to go for. Look how gorgeous those are together. You know the deal, $9.99. So it's coming in at a cracking good price. But because the art gallery fabrics, because of the type of cotton that they use for their substrate, and again this is another mooring cracknel, this time with a batik. Because the thread that they use, it's really, really long fibres, cotton fibres, so it's very fine, which means that the fabric is so silky and soft, is really beautiful, and I thought these would be gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous for your smarts. Absolutely gorgeous for your smarts. So I just throw that out there as being beautiful fabrics that we have. Now, when I saw this one, got to keep all my labels, else I'll be sending you all the wrong stuff. I just knew that this had to go. I had to find that blue. And I was like, I need to find that blue there. And it is, it's cadet blue. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? And it just pulls out that beautiful blue in there. Utterly gorgeous. Now, because a lot of these are by Maureen Cracknell, you know that the colours are going to go. So if you wanted that sort of colour, then it's in the moon, and the moon goes with, hang on, let me show you. So if you wanted to mix through and buy a couple, then you know that they're going to go. How beautiful. And then I've got, oh, so the moon one, I've got in, look at that. And that, isn't that gorgeous? In that soft grey. And then this is a batik, let me show you there, which then just echoes the craters on the moon. I'm not going to lie, I did a little happy dance when I found that this morning. Ah, yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Where's my label for that one? Oh, I don't know, lost it. And then let me see what, oh, here we go. If I show you all the Maureen Cracknell ones, look at this. This is your Floral Breeze. I think it's that way up. And then again, another little happy dance when I found the exact purple that it just needed to go with. I say purple, I mean magenta. Isn't it stunning? Isn't it absolutely stunning? Now, the hummingbirds that I just showed you with the cadet blue, I have also, so this one, I also have in another colourway, but the thing was that when it arrived, it happened to be next to that, and I just thought I can't do better than that. They look so beautiful together that they've just gone in together. Yeah, I mean, just absolutely stunning. Ooh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. There we go. Ems, how much did the hummingbird and the star go up for in the end? Because it was a little bit more, wasn't it, than the half metre heaven price? Oh, you haven't changed it? Oh, oh, oh. No, it shouldn't be the $9.99. It should be a little bit more.
It's gone up at $9.99, but I'm changing it to $12.99.
Oh yeah, no, it should have been $12.99. Yeah.
15.
Huh?
It's 15.
No, the cape is 15.
Okay.
The cape is $14.99, and this one was $12.99.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. We'll get our prices sorted in a minute. Obviously, if you've already bought this, we will honour the price that you already bought it at. But we're just changing it to the correct price. We had lots to load this morning. There we go. Tick, 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 tick.
Your black water bundle, the hand thingy is sold out.
The fat quarter bundle with the hand thing is sold out already? Oh my goodness. Well done, you guys. Wow. Wowzers. Well done. I'm going to demo in this because the colours work so beautifully with the seams. That's why I got excited this morning. There you go. That's why. How gorgeous does that all work together? And the bottom of your bottle will be the same colour as that. Alrighty. Wow. Gosh, sold out already. Okay, and then this was the other one. This is Pat Bravo, and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I might have saved a ½ metre for myself because I want a smarf out of it. And I think that's okay. I think that's okay. But again, this will be $9.99. And I think it's rather gorgeous. If you're thinking, well, you know, maybe the colourway is a little bit dark for you. Well, what about, what about that colourway? Is that not just gorgeous? This is with Baltic. So the other one was with Jade. So if you're buying both, can I just show you the difference in the colour? It's by a tone. It's just by a tone. So that's with Jade and this is with Baltic. Oh, how very beautiful is that? But you see, you can use the two tone on tone. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So again, $9.99 for that. And then this is your Catriona Raquella, and this is your Petal Flamingos and we've done it with a peach. Hang on. Let me put my label the other side. Wow, isn't that pretty? And I found the perfect peach. I'm not going to lie, I do a little happy dance every time I find the right colourways. Aren't they pretty? Just gorgeous. So they are your ½ metre heavens. Okay. And it's one of those things that they work beautifully. The colours are there. The pricing is fantastic. You can use these, and because they are so gorgeous and soft, they're going to feel amazing if you're ½ metre if you're smarfing them. Someone was asking about smarfs for kids, so I need to revise some of the sizes for that. But I mean, just look at that. Could you imagine that as one for kids with the unicorns and everything else in? I think that's a bit special. Again, all on the website. I thought I had that in another colourway. Maybe I'm dreaming. Oh well, if I have, then it'll just have to go up on Thursday instead now. Okay, so let's pop that. I mean, again, the colours are going to work beautifully. You'll notice a theme today with the colours, that if you want them to go beautifully, and this was another reason that I did ½ meters here, was so that if you wanted to, then you could have, because the lid will match that colour. There we go. So pop your seams, there we are, in your basket. Check those out. Whichever variety you want. And again, you know, in here, you've got that colour again. So what I tried to do was pick fabrics that had that gold colour. It's just a little thing, isn't it? But you've then got that gold colour and it looks fantastic. So that was why the colour choices that we have today. So well done if you managed to get hold of this. We've also got the swivel clips by themselves, so you can always buy extras of those should you wish. Now, for those of you that are eagle-eyed, you will notice I have a little pile of Kaffe on my desk. Emma is loading these now, so I promised her that these only came in yesterday, and we've been measuring them and making sure that we've got the right amounts. So she's going to load those now while we're on air, and then she's going to come and give me the heads up when they're loaded. Okay, so do check out your baskets, do make sure that you've got what you wanted, and of course if you've already checked out your basket and then you see a fabric that you want, then you can email SJ, which is info@natashamakes.com, and she will amalgamate your postage for you today. We always do that for you on show days if you let us know that you've checked out twice. Oh, way up. There's some hooting outside. Would that be delivery men by any chance? Saying, come out, come out. DPD. Oh, that might be the other half of the cave that he didn't bother bringing yesterday. Because it was somewhere in his van and he couldn't be bothered to dig around for it. You know, you have that panic when you have 2 of 5 written on, you know, 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 5 of 5. And it's like, what happened to 3 of 5 and 4 of 5? Where are they? That's the rest of my cave. So we bring you what we can. Okay. So hopefully that's what is arriving now. Oh, the nail files, these are available, by the way, on their own as well. And Karen says, I don't really know much about nail files, as you can probably guess by the state of my hands. She says they are cushion nail files specifically designed to give a smooth and gentle finish whilst maintaining the shape of the nails. Ooh. They're handbag size, they're 180 grit, and they're made in the UK. So again, this is really important for us. And also it's one of those things, given the problems that we've had getting some products in, especially if they've got to come from abroad. I was so thrilled when Karen says, I'm sourcing everything in the UK. Thank you. So that's what you're getting with Seams. You're getting a UK company, you're getting it made in the UK, sourced in the UK. It's all good. Can I just put out one little warning with the Seams hand cream? And that is that it does contain macadamia nut oil. Okay, and the only reason that I realised that was because when I was working at Sewing Course, everybody wore it, including one of the, it was producer Chris, and he put it on his hands and then just wiped his face, and he had a nut allergy, and he didn't realise, he hadn't read the packaging. So if you do have a nut allergy, just don't go with the hand cream. Okay, shall we make then this very cute little holder? And again, if you've got the 1/2 meter heavens, then you can make your matching masks and everything else. Now with your pattern, you will get a template. Oh, there goes my husband licking out the ducks. Good man. And I've just put mine onto template plastic for the simple reason that I'm going to make a lot of these. These are going to be gifted all over the shop, probably with Smurfs, a lot. So let's make one out of this. So what I'm going to do is just give my fabric a quick press. There is one bit that is cut on the fold. So when I do that, and it's not always the end you think it's going to be, so I'll just give that a quick press there. Now, this is it. So, cut 1 on the fold, cut on fold. I meant to put myself a little arrow so that I will remember. And I've just done this onto template plastic. And then the bottleneck end, that's just to remind myself, that's the bottleneck end. There we go. So this bit is going to be the front there. Okay. So, should we move those out of the way? And then you guys can see. Oh, we're going to need that. I will draw round in dark pen, just so that you can see. Obviously you won't. And the other thing that I would just say to you is, when you cut out your pattern, I found it easier just to fold it in half, so that because there's a slight curve, just so that my curves were the same. If I'm using template plastic, I should be getting template plastic in today, but I haven't dared put it up because it's one of my suppliers who's been a bit unreliable since COVID. So I haven't dared put it on until it arrives. If it arrives today, I will put it on for you and I'll let you all know. Just keep an eye on Facebook. So just cut round that. Honestly, this is such a quick and easy make. You're going to be wanting to make loads. You could make this out of your scraps. I would certainly make your first one out of a scrap if you are in any way unsure. Oh, is that what's just arrived? Oh, Inga, bring that beautiful fabric in here. Come on, that needs to be shared. She's teasing me at the door. Oh, hang on. Come on, come on.
Look, here we go.
Everybody, this is Inga.
Hello.
I knew I'd get you on screen at some point. If your mum's watching, do you have anything to say to your mum?
Hi, Mum.
There we go. Oh, we've got some more promenade stripe. Now, I got that because so many of you love the original scarf that I made with the stripe. That's why I got that one.
And look, more feathers.
So these, oh yeah, the feathers in pink. Ooh. Ooh, thank you, Inga. Thank you. So yeah, well, okay, so this is what we're going to be spending the rest of the day doing. Look at this. So you guys have been asking me to get as much more cape as I can, and I've tried. It's not been easy, but there you go. Ha ha, look at that. And actually, oh, tell you what, that looks rather nice with that. Not going to lie. Right, so those will be going up today as well. There's also some more of the Enchanted with a dark background. And then also your mosaic circles. Beautiful. So they'll be going up today. That's just so they've obviously managed to find the other 2 boxes that they didn't bring yesterday. So that's just going to be a starter. That's just a taster for what we have. That's very exciting. That is very exciting. Oh, is there another box? Oh, yeah. Keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, lots of little love hearts going. Do you know, I haven't said hello to you all yet. Let's start. Who have we got? We've got Deborah, we've got Christine, we've got Carol. Carol, were you watching yesterday when I said thank you very much for my little turny tool, my little pressing tool? You're amazing. Thank you. Tony's here, Jane's here, Paul is here. Hello. Leanne's here, Sue's here, Anne's here, Pam's here, Gillian's here, Pauline's here, and Anna Sonat is waving hello. Helen's watching, good morning, and Karen, and Heather and Debbie and Lynn and June, hello, 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 and Jodie and Rebecca and oh yes, oh Pam, bless you, she said I do love Monday and Tuesday mornings. Good. Wemo's watching, morning Wemo, and Claire as well. Oh, she intended to tidy up and finish a quilt top, but I slept badly, so it's a slow day today. Do you know what? Just go easy on yourself. You know, you've got little ones as well. Go easy. And Elaine, Doughty, good morning, and Linda, hello, hello, hello. And Carol's with us as well, and Joe. Oh, from a very misty Snowdonia. Looks like summer is over. Joe, do you live in Snowdonia? Because Karen climbed it last week. She was there, busy climbing it. Are you on holiday there, or do you actually live there? Oh, it must be amazing. I really miss where we live now. The dog walking and the riding is dreadful. And I miss it so much. Having lived on Bodmin Moor and right on the South Downs when I lived in Sussex. Yeah, it's a problem. Martin's there and Linda's there and Jean's there. Good morning. And Heather as well. And Natalie. Natalie says, I can hear you. Yeah, good. And Eve. And Naomi as well. Did we ever get to the bottom of it being Naomi or Naomi? Or does it not matter? And then Liesel, good morning, and Lisa and Veronica as well, and Val and Lynn. Anna, hello Anna, how are you? Anna Phillips, yeah. Capital, morning, good morning. Sue says, I can hear you in Norfolk. Gosh, I must be shouting. But it's lovely to have all of you with us this morning. Oh gosh, you are all over the place. It's wonderful, wonderful. Just so nice. Oh. Natalie says, morning from a sunny and lockdown Rhondda Valleys. Oh, you're back in lockdown? Yeah, I guess we're heading that way, aren't we? All of us. All of us. Alrighty then. Okay. Oh, Leslie says, sorry, missed a couple of shows. Not been too good. I hope you're on the mend. Hope you're feeling better. Alrighty. Now, I of course don't have the pattern for this yet. Josh is just finishing it off this morning, and I forgot to print it off. So I'm hoping I'm going to do it right. But I think Gemma is doing nails this morning, so she might not be watching to shout at me if I do it wrong. Here's hoping. But I know that, oh gosh, everybody wants to ring me this morning. Go away, go away. Trouble is, if I put it onto airplane mode, then, oh gosh, no, don't melt. Oh no, don't melt your plastic. Yeah, if I put it onto airplane mode, then I can't get all your Facebook messages. So that's rubbish. So that would be my other top tip. Don't try to iron your template plastic. Crumples a bit. Okay, so with this on the fold, cut on the fold, I am going to just sew along that bottleneck end. Okay, I'm going to pop a little seam on there and then flip it. Oh, don't these look amazing? Let's do that, shall we? Here we go. So you see I've just folded that under, done a little seam. There we go. Now I'm not worrying about going back and forth and any of that business, because the seams and everything are going to be stitching. So do not worry about that. Oh, Gail says she loves the hand cream. It really works. It really does. It's one of those things that, gosh, I've tried hand creams. My hands are so hard working, especially with, like I say, with all the animals and horses, and especially through winter. I really struggle, and there's no way that I would bring to air anything that I didn't really believe in, like really believe in. So that's why I love the whole ethos of Seams with Karen. I love that she is UK based and you know, sources it in the UK. I just love all of that. I will just trim off my little threads there. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? No, I don't need to do that. I've just turned it inside out. I don't need to do that. I'm going to put it the right way and press it. Indeed, I'm going to press it that way. There we go. Right, so I've got that. Now, the next thing I need is my template that I just ironed. Couldn't have been the one I just used, could it, that I ironed? Oh, no, 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 no. And, such an idiot. I am going to, I'm going to cut two. So I'm going to cut them out of different fabrics. You can cut them out of the same fabric. You can do the whole thing out of one fabric, or you could use contrasting. I'm going contrasting. But what I do want to do is, because I love this hummingbird, I'm going to have the hummingbird right slap bang in the middle there. And I'm going to, where'd I put my pen? There we go. So again, this is the beauty of using, can we see that I've got all these in the way now, haven't I? What I would say, especially with, I know so many of you are using hand sanitizers all the time, and I have to. The minute that I go into Hochanda or anything like that, you know, the very first thing, hand sanitizer. The minute the kids go into school, hand sanitizer. And some companies, like it or not, have really skimped on the quantity of their hand sanitizers. Of course they have. They've got to give it out for free, haven't they? So just having your own on your handbag that doesn't smell disgusting, in fact smells lovely, and has that vitamin B5 in there, so that it's going to be really beautiful on your skin, that's got to be worth a lot, hasn't it? Now then, I am going, oh yeah. Tell you what. I'm going to just pop that underneath. The beauty of this pattern is that because it's symmetrical. Here we go. I'm going to pop that underneath, line that up there, and then pin it. Because I'm just making sure I'm not going to. So I'm just going to cut both layers through at the same time, and then I just know that that is going to be so easy to sew. This really is a minix make when you're not looking at other fabrics and going ooh and ah all over the place. Okay. Now, we're going to be using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I'll go into that detail in just 1 minute. I have a lovely old guy in his 90s in Wales, and I can't get to see him. And I used to, him and his wife used to keep my pony for me when I was at school, when I was little, and I used to go to their house every weekend. And you know, it's little things like this, like he's in his 90s, he lives on his own, so I think I might make him a little one of these and send it down. It's those little things, isn't it, that just keep people going. Okay, so then when I've cut those out, what I'm gonna do is, again, fold under the seam on the bottleneck only, press that back on both sides and stitch it down. Stitch it down. Yeah, I've got my little seam ripper out, my mini one, because you can tell that earlier I was making stuff and it went a bit wrong. So that came out, if you're wondering why that is just hanging about. It's very handy. Now, what I would say is, if you wanted to add in a little extra pocket to put your nail file in, then make an extra one of those, but just do it a little bit shorter and add it in. I showed Gemma the little. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this straight. I've done it on the wonk. And of course the wrong way. Oh, I'm doing well today, aren't I? It's because I'm chatting so much and not actually paying attention. Let me just finger press that and then go back in. There we go. There we are. That's obviously why it wanted to be wonky, wasn't it? Because I wasn't paying attention. It was trying to tell me. So then we're going to stitch these. Are you all with me so far? I always get a little bit of the fear when I have to demo somebody else's pattern. There's a reason I make my own, but there was pointless us both trying to come up with a pattern when reinventing the wheel when Gemma had already done it. So now what we are going to do is make ourselves a little sandwich. So we're going to pop that on there like so, and then that over the top like that. So you've got that in the middle. And because that's double-sided, when you turn it through, this, hope I've got this the right way. Is that going to work? Yeah, I think so. I think I've got this right. I'm trying to remember what I read on the instructions last night. Oh well, if not, we shall unpick. Now, you want to work with a seam allowance of 1/4 of an inch. So, big pause there, wasn't there? So when that's turned through, let me just double check. When that's turned through, dink, 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 turn that over. That'll go on the back. That'll be on the inside. Or I could do it so that that turns over, that's on the inside and that's there. Oh, there we go. So you'll have options. I'm going to stitch around there 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, ladies and gents. And I'll show you for why in a minute. Now here I will just put a little holding stitch in, okay. If in doubt, go slightly scant on your 1/4 of an inch. What does that mean? What's she talking about? Scant 1/4 of an inches. So I'll show you in a minute. So on my sewing machine, I know that this is a 1/4 of an inch foot, and the edge of my foot is only just over the edge of it. So I've gone what we call scant, not quite a full 1/4 of an inch. And that's because I want a top stitch. So I'll show you in a minute. Take that bit out now. Down we go. Here we are. And on we go. And again, just locking off that stitch. I might even go back a stitch. Ooh, get me. Now, a couple of things before I turn it through with the old unicorn scissors, and that is I'm going to snip into that corner there. If I do it on this side, you'll actually be able to see it there, and then snipping round the curve as I go. This is where using a leader or a donkey is always good, because you won't get all those threads. And it's just on that curve there and just into that, so that that can turn there, and then at the ends just cut across like that. And if you want to trim that down a bit, then do, just to make it a little bit easier. Now I want to turn this so that is going to be on the outside. Oof, I haven't stitched that on enough. Hang on a minute. I was very scant with me. Yeah, do just check. That would not be good, would it? Right, try again, turn it through. Do check that. There we go. Right, so I'm going to turn this through now. And here we go. What we have, and this is generally a couple of threads there. Get your little dauber out, is pretty much Here we are. So just easing out those corners helps that I've trimmed them down. Now, what you're going to be able to do is check at this point that your bottle fits with ease into there. Yes, it does, because what I'm going to do now is top stitch, and as I top stitch round, I want to make sure. Now, if, there we go, I will come in a little bit tighter on there, but this is the stage at which you just want to check, and then when I bring that down, that will be there, and I'll have my hummingbird beautifully on the back there. Okay, so I'm just going to press this, push all of those bits out and press it. How super quick and easy is this, right? So if you haven't got enough space to top stitch, then don't worry. And if your bottleneck bit, if you haven't come in, because I was careful and I didn't go, oh, helps if I change the view, sorry. If you've done it so that you didn't sew with a scant 1/4 of an inch and actually your bottle fits in there perfectly, then don't worry about top stitching. Just don't worry about it at all. It's just a finishing touch. Or it might be that you only, and if you don't want to do that, then if you need to just adjust how tight you are on the actual bottleneck bit, then you can always turn it through again and then just sew in a little bit tighter if you want. Okay, so I'm going to stitch all the way around. So again, oh come on, it's got itself caught. What I would do with this is use a leader, because you've got quite a few layers there, and it's just saying to me, I don't like that this morning. I just keep, because I'm trying to start it right on the edge. Just trim off those. What I would say to you, and this is the only thing about this, is obviously you do want to start right on the edge. So the thing is to get yourself a leader, or if that doesn't work, to take up the tension, just get your sewing awl, and there we go, just help it through, and then just top stitch round. Now you want to top stitch by 1/8 of an inch. It is really tiny. It does look really smart, especially because I'm going in with a contrast thread. You don't have to if you're worried about your stitching not being neat, and mine might not be. That's okay. This one's for me because I love the colours. Here we go. I'm just going to double check I've got that shouldery bit out enough. Yeah. Whee! I'm concentrating. There we go. So again, just snip any ends that you might have. I love that hummingbird, isn't it beautiful? Okay, let's get some poppers on it. What I would do, pop your bottle in, and this will be tighter now, but you kind of want that. Dee dee dee, diddly dee dee. Maybe I've done that a little too tight. Whoop 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 boo. I can take off a stitch, that's fine. Dee 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 dee. Just come in a little bit too close on my top stitching there. That's the only reason. Dee 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 dee. There we go. There we are. So I've got that in there like that, and then when I put the lid over like that, I'm just going to mark off on there exactly where it is that I want that to be. Okay. So, because I will put my popper on here. So if I mark there like that, and I know that that's going to be in the middle there, then I can put on my poppers. Again, choosing the colour is the hardest bit, always. Do I go, oh, I might go gold. Yeah, I've got gold ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I know that a lot of you are asking if I can get any more of the clamps, the crunchy bits, and the answer is I'm trying. Bear with me. There we go. Right. If you don't have, just trying to think, I'm not sure I got everything in from the car. If you're going to struggle to go through all those layers, get your tailor's awl out and put a little hole in with your tailor's awl first, is what I would say. So don't struggle through. Someone was saying with their tassels for their smarf, like, oh, how do you do it? So if you're attaching the tassels for your smarf and you don't have, because I was using old tassels from sample books. If you you don't have a bit of fabric, just stitch your tassel onto a little bit of fabric, put your snap through the fabric, then trim the fabric back. So then that mark that I made down there, I will just push my fabric, my clip through, pop that over there. I really rate these. Someone was asking the other day which ones I used, and I just seriously rate these. So because we are working within sort of millimeters here, a few things to watch out for. When I make this again, I will make sure that this sits just slightly further down. Can you see on Gemma's version here where she's top stitched, she hasn't come down? So for me, all I will do is I will just reinforce that stitch there and there and there and there. I just needed to snip off that one stitch, and again, these are just slight alterations depending on how your seam allowance has gone. If you want to make the bottleneck a little bit tighter, then just come around in more of a curve and down, or turn it back through and just do more of a seam allowance. And then slide your bottle in there, and there you have one little sanitizer holder, and that is now ready to go onto the bottom of my bag, side of my bag, so that I don't even have to go anywhere other than pull that out and off I go. How cool is that? And if you wanted to have that higher up, then you can always just do it there, so you've got it more of a handle. That placement is entirely up to you. So with mine, I've done it so that that is secure and then that is just held on. But with Gemma's, she's done it so it's more of a little handle there. But like I say, entirely up to you how you want to do it. So that is a very, very simple, easy make. Just a little couple of things to watch or just to adjust. But they're super easy, super easy. And it's just because it's a small case. So that is what we have brought for you today. Now, Emma,
Yeah,
is it safe to show the cave?
I've got 3 more to load.
3 more to load. So by the time that I finish showing them, they might be loaded.
Yeah.
Ah, no pressure, no pressure, poor Ems. She's busy loading away. So there are a couple of little things here for you. Right. Sometimes when fabrics arrive and when you open up the box, it'll just be how they've been packed, and we look and we go, oh, that looks amazing, and you'll just take it from that colourway. And so this happened this morning, or yesterday rather, when these arrived. So this is the this is Philip Jacobs Roses and Hydrangeas. And I just have to show you this because I just had a moment where I went, well, yeah, that has to go with it. So there it is in all its beauty. But then along came, look at all those blues and gorgeous. And this should have been part of the August 2020, the latest collection, but it didn't arrive in time. And then it arrived with this and I was like, well, that is just beautiful. So I've put the two together because I just think those colours just need to be there and they need to play together. How beautiful is all of that? Oh, I love it. I love it. So I've put those two together, and those two together are $14.99 for half a metre of each. Now, the other thing that I've done is, I can't remember what this was. Do you remember the pocketed pouch? Remember the pocketed pouch? Well, I made something for a show, and I did it in Tilda. I used this fabric to launch the Tilda, the PU to launch the Tilda. But for those of you that don't have it, and I've made that bag top slightly too high, it should be. Again, this was just a sample for somebody else. And then I showed it to my supplier, my fabric supplier, and she said, can I buy that? So because that champagne coloured PU just looked so gorgeous, I've bundled this as, because I keep being asked for this. Look at that. So these are big fat quarters, because this is 150 centimetres wide, I think. That's around 75 centimetres wide and then half a metre deep. So it's a massive fat quarter and then a half metre of that. How gorgeous. And as you've seen at some point today, we will be loading the pink version of that as well. But I just thought those tones look just so sophisticated together. I love it. I love it. First time we've had those together. Now, also very popular, and again, I thought about half metre heavening all of these, but I also thought so many of you are making smarfs that actually I would give you first dibs on having this fabric for your smarfs. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? So this is available. These are cut into half metre pieces, okay? So that's your rose and hydrangea there in a different colourway. Then this is your cactus flower in green. Now I've got this in two different colourways. Oh yeah, I've had this now in stock several times and it flies out, absolutely flies out. Look at that. Just look at that. In fact, I think some of these just need to be seen. Oh, now we're talking. So can you imagine? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Yeah, lots of you loving that. So again, you know, everybody's colour tastes are different. I might have put a bit of the next one aside for myself. Perks of the job, right? Perks of the job. That's what I'm telling myself. Which is, so that cactus flower that we've just seen in green. Oh yeah, that's happening. That is happening. Firstly, for new cushions for the sofa, and secondly, for a scarf for myself. Yes, 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 yes. How beautiful is that? And again, half metre of that is £7.50. So grab yourself some stunning, stunning fabrics. Again, this isn't the whole order because, as you know, only part of the order arrived yesterday because Mr. DPD man couldn't find it in the rest of his van. Now, this is another one that I absolutely love. I've made stuff for Emily out of this. This is your geodes, I believe. Yep, in Sky. And again, another gorgeous colourway. Love it. Look at that. Whew. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And then the last one, I don't know if any of you saw, Glam Pam, my mother-in-law, put a photo of her rocking her smarf the other day when I popped out to see her in my lunch break down at Hochanda. And I managed to whip up one of these for her. Bless her, she's got quite an asthmatic-y cough. Always has been. She's like, everybody just looks at me and I don't want to have to explain all the time. Just got asthma and a cough. So the fact that she looked gorgeous in it. What beautiful colours. The blues and the greens. So there we go. There we go. So the enchanted, the mosaics, the promenade stripe, and bearing in mind that the promenade stripe was the one that started all of this off, they will be loaded later on today. So do keep an eye. What I would say is don't hang about. If you've seen a fabric that you love, I'm limited on these. Some of these I couldn't even get whole bolts of. It's just what I could get. I've got what I could get, and that's that really. So do grab them. The rest we will be loading later once we've checked that we've got the correct amounts and we've taken photos and we've loaded them and we've done all of that. So just check in. I'll let you know when they're up and running, but they will be going up throughout the day. So do keep an eye. And if you need to just email SJ and just ask her to, can you just sort out my postage? Then she's pretty good. She's pretty good at doing that. But like I say, that's only for orders today. So if you've bought yesterday, we've already taken those orders off the system. So please don't ask us, well, I bought yesterday. Can we sort the post with that? No, we can't. It's only if you place an order today twice. I can't amalgamate it with yesterday's orders. So just not how our system works. So please don't ask because I can't do it and I hate to say no. Alrighty then. Halloween next week. Well, it's not Halloween next week. I'm going to have you getting ready for Halloween next week. That is the plan. I've got so many ideas in my head. I can't wait. Please do check out on your seams cream. Bear in mind that they leave the factory today and then they will go to Karen, then they'll come to me. So they will go out at the end of the week. So there'll be a few days delay on that. But it does mean that you're getting your order in first. So we should be able to fulfill everything there, which will be fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Do we have, oh yeah, a girl says loves the hand cream. Oh yeah, you see, Jackie, another one says, just love the Seams products. I swear by them. They are superb, absolutely superb. Oh, morning, Elizabeth. How are you? And Mary's there and April's there. Oh, April, I might have some news for you next week. watch this space. And Barbara and Dave. Now Dave is Elizabeth's sister. No, brother. Elizabeth is Dave's sister. Dave is her brother. There we go. Get that right around. But he's just retired, so now he's watching. Morning. And Elaine as well. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And Hilda as well. And Christina. Hello. Hello. Laurie. Laurie says, how was Emily's first day at school? So Captain Small started school yesterday with Freddie. She went in without a backwards look, just ran in. So Emily, just to give you an idea, has been screaming every day that she hasn't been allowed in. And she screamed for the full half an hour back on the school run because she hasn't been allowed into school. So yesterday we were a bit tentative as to whether or not to get her part way through the day or just let her do a full day. She didn't ask for us once. Talk about Miss Independent, right? She didn't. She saw Freddie once. She didn't even want to go and sit with him for lunchtime or anything. She had a quick play with him out in the playground with him and his little friend, and that was it. She was back into her own classroom doing her own thing, and the staff were just laughing when they handed her out to me, and they said if she does not sleep well tonight, she loved it. She absolutely loved it. She was so ready to go because her big brother did. And it's one of those things on the settling in sessions that I've been doing with her. You know, it's just letting her key worker, her member of staff know all of her little intricacies. Like she can't say Freddie, but we call Freddie Freddie Bear, and so she just calls him Bear. So I said if she's asking for Bear, it's not a toy, it's her brother. just go and get Freddie, she'll be fine. So so she's had a look. Thank you for asking. You see, I can't on like the main screen channels and stuff that I do. I can't ever really bore you with all of these details. And Freddie's been setting up an assault course for Sausage, the Shetland, and they've been going off basically doing pony agility. Has anyone used these creams that have eczema? I've got terrible eczema on my hands and face. If I use something that irritates it. Now. Yes, I did know someone that used it and it seemed to help, but it's one of those things that I know that Rhea used to use it and she loved it, but everybody's skin is slightly different. So all I can say is try it. It's really hard, isn't it? Try it, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, there's nothing nasty. If you email me, so it's got shea butter in it, rosehip oil, oat, beta glucan in there. It hasn't got nasties in there, and everything, like I say, is responsibly sourced as well. But I can always put you in contact with Karen and she can talk through if she has any more experience of people using it with eczema. Because I only know one person that's used it with eczema. I don't want to go, it cures everything. If it's not actually the case. Oh, there you go. They're already on it. Thank you, SJ, for sorting that. Elizabeth said, I found my clients were good with serums with eczema. I don't know if they do sample packets. Don't know. I don't know. But anyway, there we go. We will sort that out for you, Claire. We'll get to the bottom of it. So April, I've still got your bag of stuff. So if any of that fabric you want, let me know. And like I say, I will have news for you hopefully on the misting bottle front soon. Pam just bought the moon one in teal and slate. It's beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? And anybody else? Rachel's making pear jam. Do you know what? You are a wholesome lot. There was yesterday, it was beetroot gate, and I learnt more about beetroot than I ever knew before. And Elizabeth says, your customers must be the best turned out in the country, Natasha. Class act. Well, I like to think. They go out smelling and looking fabulous. What's wrong with that? What's wrong like that? Morag's watching and Sue's watching. Hello. And Susan says that she needs to be quicker. She missed out on the kit. Don't worry, because you can still get the products individually. The swivel snaps are on individually, so we can make you a kit up, and then you just have to choose which fabrics you want. I can't believe how fast they went. I mean, that's just crazy. The rotating cutting mat, Rachel, is going to be loaded this afternoon. They've just come in. So again, that was from the supplier that's struggling a little bit to get things out on time. So they arrived yesterday. They will be going up. Honestly, it's like Piccadilly. Monday and Tuesday, when all the orders from everything I placed last week come in, it's, yeah. Penny says, frustrating not to get all your parcels, but have I ever done multi-drop as a living? Just saying. No, so I don't know all of the frustrations with it. I know that it can be frustrating, and I know all of that. It's also frustrating when stuff doesn't arrive and it's meant to be here. And then the people that have sent it get frustrated and get upset because they've paid for it, and they paid for it to be delivered, and then it wasn't delivered and all that. It is what it is, isn't it? It's here today, so that's fine. Oh, Helen's missed the fat quarter bundle. You can make up the bundle. So you can make up the bundle with just different fabrics. So don't worry. That's why we've got different bundles with the creams and everything. Have I just frozen? Oh, I don't know. Don't think so. So the pattern is separate, so you can buy that because not everybody's, some people just want the fabric. There we are. There we go. I think that's everything. I think I've answered everything. And, oh, there we go. Laurie got the hummingbird and the ochre and the sanitizer. So she's making her own kit. Well done you. Good, 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 good. Excellent. Right. I think that's everyone's questions answered. Oh, Maura said it was her. The weather turned back and knocked the signal. You see, yeah, it happens. Having lived on the moor, I totally know about that. Linda, I will find the swivel clips for you and make sure that they get loaded today. They're on there. You just need to rummage around for them a bit. There we go. There we go. Alrighty then. Right. I'm going to leave you with that. Let me just read you out one more time what Karen says about her brand new sanitizer. She says, the Seams Cares Artisan Hand Sanitizer kills 99.99% bacteria. It's got 70% alcohol in it. It absorbs instantly. It's non-sticky. It's got moisturizer. It's got Pro Vitamin B5 in it. It has that soft amber cocoon scent that we're used to with the Seams range. It's made in the UK. It's handbag size. And this is the first product in the Seams Care range. Not just the Seams range, this is the Seams Care range, which suggests there's more to follow. It is a luxury antibacterial hand care item. And you just rub a small amount into your dry hands to clean away bacteria and purify your skin. She says it has gone through strict regulations, and she's going to send me the material safety data sheet if anybody wants to see that. There we go. There we go. She says she doesn't really need to post it because it's a buyer side, but people may ask. So if you are one of those people that may ask, I can get all of that information for you. So there we go. Right, like I said, next week is going to be Halloween. Fabulous. Got lots of ideas for that. And yeah, have a lovely rest of the week. I'll be on No Channel on Thursday. Check out our Half Meter Heavens on Thursday as well. It's going to be a bit special. Gosh, what a busy week. And I will see you Monday, 10 o'clock here. Take care. Lots of love. Stay safe. Bye-bye.